Can you imagine UK having to play an SEC road game without Benny Snell? That's what faces Tennessee this weekend after John Kelly was suspended. Last night, Kelly and linebacker Will Ignont were pulled over and cops found 4.6 grams of marijuana and a glass pipe in the console between them. They were borrowing the car and neither said it belonged to them. They were given citations and able to leave. Now, Kelly has run for 615 yards and 6 touchdowns and leads the team in receptions with 26. The Vols haven't scored a touchdown in the last 14 quarters. In the meantime, Kentucky is coming off that 45-7 loss to Mississippi State. Only one touchdown brings some criticism from the fans about the way the offense is moving the ball. Coordinator Eddie Grand says he doesn't read blogs or newspapers and isn't worried about that criticism.
You know, we could score 50 and we didn't run the ball enough. We could score 30 and we didn't pass the ball enough. You know what? It is what it is. My job is to get this offense ready to go and score more points than the defense each and every week. And I'm going to do that to my best.
All right, there's one more chance for you to vote and make your vote count in the LEX 18 High School Sports Zone Game of the Week. Go to the Facebook page, choose between one of these 3 games that you see here. Now, Rick Pitino told a Louisville radio host that he would never again step foot in Kentucky after being fired by U of L. Tonight, he was on another Louisville radio station, and he had a lot to say. Pitino says it was a couple of board of trustees that actually fired him, and athletics director Tom Jurich, calling it a witch hunt. And while he told another radio show host that he wouldn't step back in Kentucky, he did hint at one way that he might come back.
I have a contract, Terry. My lawyers are handling my contract. That's out of my hands. That's if it goes to litigation, that's in their hands. I want to coach my basketball team. That's all I want. If they want to bring me back tomorrow, I'll be back tomorrow. But I'll be rooting for David. I'll be rooting for the guys every single game. I hope they go on and just have a special season. Unbelievable group, Terry. And I don't just say it. It's one of the best groups I've ever seen. They're really special guys.
Now, Jurich's lawyer responded to the letter sent to him about his firing. Cheryl Snyder says that in an evaluation of Jurich done by interim president Greg Postal, there was no mention of bullying or mistreatment of employees. He says that it was an attempt to smear his reputation. He adds that Jurich shouldn't have been fired for cause. For that, they will be looking for compensation for his firing.
The next logical step for lawyers is to gather all the evidence. Ultimately, there would be a lawsuit filed for breach of contract if between now and then the university does not make us a satisfactory offer.
So do you guys plan to file that lawsuit?
The plan would be to file that lawsuit if we're not able to negotiate a settlement, yes.
The 11th Region Volleyball Tournament is down to its championship game. Dunbar got there with a 3-1 win over Bryan Station, and Henry Clay beat Tates Creek 3-1 as well. The Bulldogs and Blue Devils play for the title tomorrow night at 6 at Woodford County High School. In Game 2 of the World Series, the Dodgers had a 3-2 lead going into the 9th, but Marwin Gonzalez hit a solo shot to tie it up. That's where it stands right now. By the way, Game 3 is Friday in Houston. LEX 18 News. We'll be right back.